got a weekly randomizer race between Altia, aka that's Joe, right?
Yes.
Yeah, Joe. I'll probably just call him Joe, and then Toasty, aka Toasty Muffins 5, and then on the bottom here we've got Ashter, who you may know better as Elminster. He changed his name a while back,
Yeah,
but he's been around for a while.
yeah. You already saw Asder play OOT Randomizer just before this. He decided to do back-to-back randomizers, and they happen to be on the same channel.
I was not aware of that.
Mhm.
You can see this ROM they've got has a pretty funky color palette. I'm a fan of it personally, but it's a nice little special thing.
Oh, Spacer
Ooh.
Beam. Interesting beam. And
We
of course,
also had Joe start a bit late. I guess he wasn't looking at SRL, but not too much to note. So yeah, Spazer meme right away, right off the bat. We also have, of course, Morph Ball at the ceiling. It has to be. I believe this is a major minor split, and then Power Bombs. They're at the Beta Missile location.
and the missiles at the Alpha Missile location.
So I doubt either Ashter or Toasty will go Billy Mays, but we'll see if Joe does. Of course, all three of these are very high ranked in the current ongoing randomizer league, which these seeds are, or this seed is from, minus the palette.
See more missiles behind Morph Ball. And it looks like
Ooh,
Toasty, he's doing the main route.
Toasty doing the CFB route, if you will.
Yeah. He's going directly to Pink Burn Star. He's just going to shoot these pipe missiles first. And
More power bombs. Pretty good find, really, since no bombs are in sight or any other way to break bomb blocks. So having extra power bombs is pretty.
Ashter finds supers under Motor Brain. I mean, very interesting if those are the only ones available.
Well, we're going to find out soon enough.
We have a new tank at Charge Beam. As Joe gets his supers. Toasty can't get to Wave Gate just yet. Now he can.
Yep, with those super missiles, he can do the wavegate glitch. So we'll see him go right back down.
And we just get another E-Tank at Bomb Chorizo. Without bombs, he doesn't activate. So the BT skip is pretty easy.
Yep. Wait, what was there?
And Spring Ball at Wavegate.
Did you see was that BT? I wasn't looking.
Just an E-Tank.
Okay.
Wave Beam.
Yep. Meanwhile, Wave Beam being found at Terminator, and of course, as you mentioned, Spring Ball at the Wavegate. Of course, all the other players, or Ashter and Joe, are both going to be able to do the Wavegate room the intended way with Wave Beam, which Toasty did not have the luxury of doing. Doesn't really change much. It's not particularly faster or slower, but it saves a super, so it's worth.
And we find Space John at.
Did you see that?
Yes, I saw that gravity.
We got a nice item.
A very early gravity suit.
So, as just stating, the logic might be deviated from the league slightly, maybe not expecting to find a suit so early.
Opens up quite a bit.
No kidding. This might be a pretty fast seed incoming.
Yeah.
I know Toasty is not a particularly big fan of the faster seeds, but looks like he's gonna have to deal with this one.
Yeah, he always seems to get those.
Yeah, I think he knows what he's doing and does it on purpose.
Yeah. Because he's smart. Allegedly.
Well, let's not go that far.
Vanilla early supers. And Toasty is going back to criteria. Most likely making the wreck ship play. Might check the gauntlet as well, since he has the power bombs to do so. So remembers that he has the wave beam to do the wave gate the intended way. Aster gets his spring ball, Toasty gets his wave beam, and Joe gets his space jump. Toasty and Aster are both going to get their second E-tanks. And Altea laid that power bomb a bit too far. No problem for him. Let's see, getting that nice Alcatraz. Let's see what he does here. He could go the gauntlet or go directly to wreck ship. And he's refilling at the ship. And he's making a save. So it looks like he's making the gauntlet check. Joe gets his spring ball. And it looks like Aster is going up to wreck ship. Interesting call here.
He didn't pick up speed booster, did he?
No, we haven't found speed yet.
I didn't think so. Also interesting that Toasty's doing gauntlet in meme route, but
Yeah.
that's just the kind of person Toasty is, really. It's
And
the most Toasty move I can think of.
Yeah. Just a reserve tank.
doesn't get rewarded.
It looks like he's getting it anyways. And I don't think Speed Booster matters that much for Aster, considering he just leaves the wrecked ship after wrecked ship E-Tank. That's what he always does. And sometimes it works, sometimes it screws him. Toasty wants a bit more of that refill. Refilling the reserves. And we find super missiles on the pedestal. See what that space here for Joe, as he decided to go down. And screw attack. That's a nice item to find. Makes the lower warfare a lot easier. And the game in general. And we see Altia go to Kraid. Oh, we got a fast for Aster, but he missed. So he has to wait for the invisible cycle. Nice Doppler. Let's see what Toasty gets. Not fast. Toasty gets a mid for his first pattern. Master gets a slow for his second pattern.
Neither one having the cleanest Dopplers right now.
Yeah.
But what can you do?
Another mid for Aster. And he finishes. I think that was a slow for Toasty, and he missed his chance. Mid invisible pattern though, so not great Doppler there. See, Joe missed the quick kill. That's unfortunate. Toasty gets a fast pattern and gets lucky.
I can't really tell with this palette, but I was gonna say Fantine's looking pretty dead.
Yeah.
I assumed Screw Attack was at Spazer.
Yeah. Ooh. Plasma Beam.
I don't know if just to make it clear to the audience, I'm kind of doing homework in the background, so I'm only half paying attention for this beginning part of the run. You'll have to forgive me for leaving you with Owl, but it has to.
Yeah, we find Plasma Beam at the right wreck ship's supers. Which is great find, but I don't think we found charge yet, so not gonna matter a whole lot. Kraid is just double E-tanks. Aster is checking the wreck ship E-tank and he boosts through the spiky room of death. As to see Altia go to Norfair, and just a reserve tank.
That's kind of disappointing.
Yeah,
I guess he didn't safety save because he would have just reset off of that, so he just gets to fly all the
yeah,
way back. He
yeah.
actually needs to be careful. The spikes will do full damage, of course, not having Varia.
Yeah. Aster does not like saving before Rex should be tank. He doesn't think it saves time resetting. Because we just find any tank at high jump. And wow, Aster is actually going to the top of Rex's ship. It's very
Oh, yeah.
rare.
He's betting on Varia.
Yep. Supposed to reset over that reserve tank. Grapple beam at Rex ship reserve.
Grapple beam. We'll see if he picks that up.
He can't. He doesn't have speed.
Well, I guess we'll see faster than I expected because it is not.
Another E tank at ice beam.
I assume there is an E tank at high jump.
Yeah, I
Okay.
think it was an E tank.
I'm pretty much done, so I'll be back in a second.
Okay.
For whatever.
Looks like Tosi is
If
checking
that's
the
a good
sky
thing or
missiles.
not, will be seen soon.
Yeah. Tosi checked the sky missiles for some reason and it didn't pay off. And it looks like Altia is going back up. Let's see, was that gravity? And a reserve tank. Correct ship. Aster probably regrets not doing his pair play.
That is unfortunate.
And looks like Joe is going straight to Meridia. Whether this is a shortcut to ship or just straight up going to Meridia, we'll see. But first, Mama Turtle. The just another E-tank and Mama Turtle. Looks like Azure is also going to check Gauntlet with his ship safe. And Altia is going back down. Going back to Norfair. That's an interesting play. Chelsea is going to go down the red tower and he can check X-ray. He has space jump. Alright, Altia is going to Bubble Mountain. And as it resets over that reserve tank. This hell run should not be that hard for Altia. As he has spaceship and screw attack. Make this room a lot easier. And Tosi is indeed making the X-ray play. Like, he should be careful. He doesn't have spike protection and only 188 energy. Plus reserves, of course. But he gets space jumps. Very astute. At X-ray.
So Toasty making the big brain plays. Although I imagine we'll see Azure do the same. Like, I don't think there's any world where he doesn't.
Yeah. Looks like he is making the play. And he will be rewarded with a very astute. So, Tia is doing these hell runs for nothing, which is pretty unfortunate. Let's see what's in Bubble Mountain. Let's first see what's at speed. X-ray scope. Beautiful find. Aster gets his various suit. Altia is getting those super missiles. None of these runners has found charge yet, so a wise choice. Chelsea is going to do Parade first, before going to Norfair. Always a solid play.
Yeah, there's really no reason not to. Especially since Toasty has really good routing in the rest of the game. He can just go from Ridley all the way up into Meridia, and from Meridia to directly into Turian, basically.
Yeah. He just needs one advice or speed and either charge or ammo.
Right. We haven't seen charge yet, I don't think.
Yeah. Aster opens the tube early, which is a faster play. Ooh, high jump boots.
High jump is really big, though.
Yeah. It's not necessarily required, but it's certainly very welcome. And Toasty missing the quick kill.
Alright, it's all up to Aster to get the trick.
If he doesn't get it, we're doomed.
If he doesn't get it, this run's cursed. Or this race is cursed. Toasty wall jumping off Kraid. That's kind of funny.
Toast what he does.
It's a moment of truth.
Come on, Aster.
That was a bit sketchy, but he gets it.
They'll just find E-tanks behind Kraid and his vanilla E-tank. Let's see what is at wave beam. Another E-tank. I mean, Bow Mountain had a high jump, but that's about it. Not really progression.
The question is, do we see Fantoon? Or not Fantoon, Crockermeyer. We've already seen Fantoon. We know it's not very good.
We might see Crockermire from Joe. I'll see ya.
Yep. That's what I was saying. Of course, I don't think there's a world where Toasty and Asher go Croc. But
Well,
Joe, on the other hand, does not have Varia.
well, there are many worlds where Toasty does go Croc.
Oh, you're right. It is Toasty. I forgot. But Ashter is not gonna go Croc. I can say that with confidence.
Yeah. Altia is making the Croc play.
Looks like we are seeing it.
Get your Croc emotes out.
Interestingly, Ashter only having 3 E-Tanks, already skipping some. So he's got all the health he needs, technically, but it is a little bit unusual to not pick up extras for safety.
But he doesn't have charge yet, so. And he has that reserve for safety. And looks like he is going for it.
Ooh, Joe is a bit too close to Croc here.
Yeah.
He's okay, though.
Yeah. Azer is not going to check ice.
Yep, he's gonna not be disappointed with the E-Tank he finds, or E-Tank he doesn't find, rather. Which could be good, depending on who you ask.
And just a vanilla E-Tank behind Crockermire. I think Aster is just going to check the major items that are close by. Because it looks like he's already making the chargeless play. But he still needs one of Visor Speed.
That is true, but I think this has to be... Well, no, never mind. Ice or Speed could both be in Meridian, or in Lower Norfair.
Yeah.
I was gonna say, this almost has to be a good item here at Croc. But maybe...
Let's see if Aster checks Screw Attack. No Speed Booster.
Yep, I figured there had to be one of the two.
Yeah. Always bet on Croc.
Right, because otherwise...
Oh, and Charge
they
Beam.
would both be in... Oh. Well, there's Go Mode for Ashter.
Not yet. He doesn't have Visor Speed.
Oh, you're right. Well, he can Power Bomb, or he can Crystal Flash Clip into Batoon. It's not in logic, but I think it's something Ashter can do.
Not sure. Don't know if he's practiced it.
It's actually not as hard as it looks, since when you hit the ceiling, you stay at the ceiling for a few. And so because of that, you just have to... It's not frame perfect, it's within a few frames. And there's a timing for it, but I don't know if Ashter's practiced the timing.
It sounds like something he would do, but I don't know if he's actually done it. He has talked about doing it, but I don't know. I haven't seen him do it. See, Toasty also going directly to Lower Norfair. I think.
Nah, he's just taking a bath in the lava. He's gonna jump out real quick.
Right. So...
Joe didn't check Mama Turtle.
He did.
We did? Never mind.
Yeah.
I saw him because it looked like he fell down the into the initial part of that below Mount Everest room, so I thought he just entered. My bad.
Yeah.
All right,
It was
so
just a vanilla
Joe
E
did
tank.
check Mama Turtle.
Yeah. It was just an E tank.
I don't even have homework as an excuse now. I'm just not paying close enough attention.
Yeah.
But personally, I blame the like monochrome color they got going on. So Toasty is gonna find his charge beam.
And Aster is fighting Ridley right now.
This is an interesting play from Joe.
Yeah.
What he's hoping for, he's hoping this is Varia so he can go immediately back into Norfair, but unfortunately we know that is not the case.
It's just an E tank.
Yep, so he's going to reset.
God, oops.
It's actually a nice advantage console players have over emulator. You can reset fast. Well, I guess
Aster is done.
I guess it's about the same speed. Yeah, Asher's finished already.
And just a reserve.
Yeah.
What a troll.
Well, despite what I said earlier, there's a chance Ice Beam is speed locked, so we might actually see Asher forced to go to Croc if he doesn't know the Crystal Flash clip.
Yeah, it could be behind Bod Swoon. And we did see Grapple at Rection Reserve. So
Yeah,
Ice could be a shock tool.
That Botwoon color palette was literally Game Boy original green. This is very Game Boy Color-esque. I'm okay with it, but it is a little bit awkward.
Yeah. They agreed to this palette swap. So we're just gonna deal with it.
Yep.
Joe with the halfie. And just an 8 tank in Lower Norfair. The Lower Norfair Fire Fleece location.
Wait, what was it?
E tank.
Yeah, interesting that he didn't pick it up. Like, I know he's committed to 3 tank, but he's not great on health right now.
Yeah, but he has screw attack.
That is true. He should be fine with screw attack.
And he's a newer player, so he should be skilled at dodging these.
Well, just screw attack is fine. And plasma, he can just shoot his way through the... Since the hitbox of the key hunters aren't tangible when there's a plasma shot touch, or when there's any shot touching him, not just plasma. But since plasma has so many, like, it doesn't disappear when it hits the enemy. As long as the plasma shot's touching the enemy, you can just run through it. So, Asher using that to his advantage.
Yeah. With all the locations we've seen right now, unless I'm missing something, it looks like they are forced to go to Crocomire because I don't see a way where Ice could be an accessible location. Outspeed.
What would be really big is if Joe finds Ice here behind Dragon. That was a really interesting spark, but it worked out, I guess.
Yeah. He got a green suit, but he ran, so he lost it.
Unfortunate, but...
And,
wait, that's actually it!
Ice Beam! Force Crocomire. What a seed.
Forced Crocomire, indeed. Luckily, Aster finds the X-ray scope, and I assume Toasty will too, so he will have a much smoother kill on Botwoon and Dragon with the microwave, if you will.
And also, since they have Plasma in charge, it's going to make their Crocomire fights easier. Because
Right.
it's just one shot, one kill.
I'm interested to see how that looks on this color palette. It's gonna be an experience.
Yeah.
Even Ice Beam. Speaking of the original Game Boy Green, that seems to be the color that is too.
Yeah, they chose quite a palette for tonight's race.
I don't know. It's too. I don't know. Not a fan. Like it's novel. It's like a cool idea, but I'm not personally a fan of it. But that doesn't matter. Who cares about what the dumb idiot commentator thinks?
Anything to piss off audiences always pleases me.
Yep.
And looks
That's
like
just 'cause you're a nice guy, Owl.
Yep. Looks like Aster is not checking Crocomire.
Yeah, looks like he's doing this nice new little tech here.
Yes.
Running straight through the speed blocks without speed.
Discovered only a few weeks ago, I think.
Yeah, it's actually been a couple months by now, but
Has it?
it is still a very new relative tech. Yeah, was it ever pinned in the Discord? I could tell you exactly when.
I don't know. But I couldn't believe that was a thing when that was posted.
Yeah, it's kind of unfortunate that there's nowhere else to use it, but oh well. Would have been sick tech.
Looks like Aster it checked ice and just left the tank there.
Yeah. Looks like he broke his 3 tank claws, picked up his 4th, and he's not going to Croc. That could be bad.
Yeah.
Because Toasty, we've already established, he's going to Crocomire. It's gonna happen.
Yeah. Unless Azure does the crystal flash clip, I think Toasty has an advantage.
The thing is, he would have to damage himself down a lot. It'd be a little bit awkward to get it set up. Like, he should probably be... Well, I guess he can damage himself on the turtle. On the Scotty. A.k.a. Scotty.
Hattori.
Nah, it's Scotty. His only name is Scotty. And with Aster not even damaging himself, I think he's going to go to the sandpit.
Oh, Joe gets the foosball.
That's a frame perfect, 50% chance to just not work trick, by the way.
Fancy trick.
Fancy stuff.
So
Of course, I don't know how true that is, since I see people get it way more than 50% of the time. Or actually just around 50%, so I don't know how true the not working is. But I digress.
I assume people done it and tried to do it thousands of times. Many times. And it just doesn't work. And it looks like Toasty made the Crocomire play. And is raging at that D-Tank.
It's not what he's looking for, but the good news is it's not all he has to check.
Looks like Aster just realized that he.
Yeah, he might be. He might need an extra. An extra. Did Toasty pick up high jump? Guess we'll find out soon enough by this him space jumping up to grab. But I didn't see him. I saw him check speed last, though, I thought. It doesn't look like he does. Maybe he does. Either way, he gets his speed booster.
Sorry, had to drop out for a bit. Looks like Toasty got his speed booster.
Yeah, Toasty has high jump. I'm silly.
I was asking, but okay.
It's just because I saw him check speed last, which was a really weird order. Because he went, I assume he went wave first, and then to the reserve, and back to the speed. Kind of awkward.
Toasty be on Toasty, and this somehow be smart in the end.
Well, it doesn't have to be smart to be the right play. And that's the motto Toasty lives by.
One of two. The other is save Brendan Fraser.
Yep, Toasty, of course. I believe the founder of the change.org to for Hollywood to continue signing Brendan Fraser. Unfortunately, despite Brendan's apparently his new like DC show is really good. I haven't seen it though. But unfortunately, Brendan Fraser is still washed. Don't let him hear that though. And don't let Toasty hear it either. Joe finding his plasma beam.
Please sign that change.org petition, please.
Yeah, Fanatune has that. What's that skin condition that like turns your skin yellow? It's got a name. I don't remember what it's called.
Is turn your skin yellow condition.
I don't know why I want to say laryngitis. That's something completely different. Well, hopefully chat knows.
Jaundice?
Maybe.
Sounds similar to yellow in our language. That is in English. So, Toasty is in Pogo mode, and so is Aster. I don't know if they will check Dragon.
Yeah, chat brings up a good point. The water in Meridia does not look very sanitary. But
The sewers of Zebes.
it's because all the space pirates, because this is just like a space pirate like facility, right? And you think the space pirates are getting out of the water to like use the bathroom? No, they're not. And you know what that means. I don't think I need to spell it out any further.
P-O-O-P?
You could say that. Anyways, Toasty is going to be the first person to get all 4 bosses down as Asder heads back into Meridia to finish, or I guess, yeah, finish what he started and kill the snake and other.
He shows that blue door what he's got.
Yeah, Toasty didn't check the behind Dragon item, so gonna miss out on that ice beam.
Luckily, he does have enough ammo to do the Zeb skip. As Altea is going to be very disappointed by a direct ship. Altea and Aster can get the full halfie. And let's slip the down grab so he goes for a halfie instead.
Yeah, he gets the half fully instead.
Yeah.
So I believe, to answer chat, I believe this is part of the beta Varia Rando website, where the palettes are randomized as well. So that's why everything is not the right color, because it was changed to a random color. That could be completely wrong, but that's what I think happened.
There is nothing wrong with the colors.
Also, there's nothing wrong with the colors, there's just something wrong with your eye. More importantly.
So she is going to do the ship refill. And Azure, surprisingly, is going to check behind Dragon and be happy about it.
So, Joe still hasn't done Ridley, right? Because he doesn't have Varia yet.
He hasn't done Ridley.
So, why is he checking Gauntlet? the logic prevents a suit from being in Gauntlet. So why? What's he doing?
He's probably hoping for a rare bug in the randomizer.
I will agree, Screw Attack does look pretty cool with the pink and yellow. It looks.
Seeing Toasty,
I am a fan of that, if nothing else.
Yeah. We're seeing Toasty kill the Metroids with power bombs, because that's the only way he can kill Metroids without ice.
Seems like I don't think it's going to be enough for Asher to catch up, unfortunately. I think just not checking Croc was such a blunder, if you will.
Yeah, he was gambling on the sandpit.
I think he just forgot. I'm not gonna sugarcoat it. I think Asher just kind of forgot about it.
Give him a break. He did a OT randomizer just before this.
Yeah, I'm not saying like it's not the end of the world that he forgot. It's just unfortunately he had a pretty significant lead over Toasty, so that might be the difference maybe.
Toasty always wins.
Yep, those are the two surefire ways to know it's a Toasty or Toasty's racing. It's going to be a super free seed, and Toasty's going to win off of making its silliest move. And looks like this is no exception.
Thankfully, I don't think either of these guys are drunk.
I wouldn't be surprised if Toasty's drunk.
He has won a random race while being drunk. Oh, he gets the baby skip.
Yeah, that was a bit of an awkward setup for Baby Skip. Or not the setup, but the those middle jumps where he just cleared everything off the ceiling. Those are a little bit scary, since if you jump too high, then the Metroid will just grab you usually. Scary stuff, but Toasty makes it anyway.
Master is having quick Metroid rooms with that ice beam.
Yeah, I don't think it's enough, but it's gonna be.
Yeah, he's cutting the gap. I don't think.
Oh, Toasty can't do this. He can't do Z skip. That
he could
is
well,
significant. If
well,
nothing
he has
else.
enough. He has supers.
Right. It's not gonna change much, but it is noteworthy. It slowed him down a little bit.
Yeah, not as much as you think with his supers. See,
So if Asher does stand up and Toasty doesn't,
as neither of these guys can do stand up.
oh right, I'm actually not. I'm actually small brain. Sorry.
So we're seeing Joe finally go to Law and Order. He just got his very suit and he's going down.
Yep. So
It's like
looks like barring a literal divine intervention, this one is gonna be Toasty's race. Despite Asher really only being about a minute behind.
Master couldn't get the speed subskip, so he's going to do the ice subskip instead. So looks like Joe is going to take the Nutella refill before Law and Order.
Not a bad choice. There is technically a variation of the ice Zeb skip where it's called the down back Zeb skip, where you do it all in one. You basically like, I don't know how to describe it, but it's just a faster way of the ice Zeb skip, basically.
Yeah. There's only ice subskip and speed subskip. Unless you.
And then of course the Zeb skip skip.
Yeah. Like there is a Zeb skip that you could do with X-Ray, but that involves going out of bounds. And it's required in one silly category. And rip baby Metroid.
I'm actually kind of interested which category you're talking about.
Low percent all bosses glitched. 12%.
12% all bosses glitch. Now that just sounds like a fantastic category.
It's a silly category. Kind of interesting. Nova deboost is required. Because you don't get bombs.
Well, that makes sense. It's actually, I think, if I remember correctly, getting, like, skipping bombs is one of the easier tricks to do out of bounds. Don't quote me on that, though. I'm sure somebody with actual out of bounds knowledge
It's
would
not easy
say
at
otherwise.
all.
I mean, really no out of bounds movement is super easy, I would imagine.
Yeah.
But you would know better than I do.
Toasty is currently escaping. And the baby just died on Aster's screen.
Yeah, speaking of people who are good at out of bounds, I believe Aster is fairly experienced.
He probably knows.
I mean, obviously not as much as like Zenny, Matrick, one of them, but he's definitely
Nick.
got the knowledge. Snick, I think Ponk too.
Pong is more.
Well, he does a lot of
He's all-
X-ray climbing, but I guess that's not technically out of bounds. Or
He
it's
only-
it's sometimes out of bounds. Anyways, back to the race at hand. Toasty gonna finish with an official SRL time of 55 minutes and 28 seconds. GG.
I can confirm that.
Would you think I was lying?
Sometimes race bots can be wrong.
I mean, technically it was closer to 55-25. Toasty hit dot done a bit late.
Of course, Toasty would hit dot done a bit late.
And Asher, like I said, really only being a minute behind, finishing with an official time of 56 minutes and 35 seconds.
Well, follow those guys. They race for your entertainment.
They should have been sent an interview invite from SR or from Speed Gaming, I should say, not through SRL. So we'll see if they're interested in that. And it looks like we've got
Asher.
Asher here for a little interview. So, GG, how are you feeling about that one?
I was literally in here just an hour ago. Literally same channel.
I heard. I didn't see it though.
So that scene was interesting. It seemed to be like early gravity, but not much else.
It looks like we've got
the ammo distribution wasn't bad, but even so, missing charge, missing ice and speed, Varia, all those things. It felt like a seed where you want to look for majors, so that's what I did. And I felt kind of bad with Wreckship not having turned up much for the attic, though there was plasma. I bet plasma saved me a lot of time. But
I was surprised that you went to the top of Wreckship.
the thing was, like, I had gravity, but really nothing else, so I couldn't actually commit to either Meridia or Lower North Area.
And GG Toasty on the win.
Yeah, thanks. Good game, Asder.
GG.
Yeah, man, I asked him in the SRL, I was like, you put off Croc to last check, because I was really close to doing that myself, and yeah, that's a required grapple location. This is a weird seed, man. It was like, is it fast or slow? I don't know.
I didn't see what it was.
Yeah, we were kind of on comms. We were talking about maybe Elm was planning on doing like the Crystal Flash clip into Botwoon, but it didn't happen that way.
No, I was just trying to save time because I had like pretty much full cleared the rest of the game, and I was kind of thinking like actually, funny thing, what made the decision for me was high jump boots, because the fact that high jump was there told me that Lower Norfair was accessible without gravity. So I was thinking that maybe the game, I felt like the game put my ISO speed behind gravity, sort of based on lower Norfair being accessible without it via high jump. So that, and the fact that I felt like I needed to make up time somewhere, which I probably didn't actually. It seems, but oh well.
Yeah, you were actually a little bit ahead. I don't want to say a good bit ahead, but you were ahead of Toasty, and then unfortunate circumstances.
Did you go meme route?
No.
Oh. Yeah, I guess ship was pretty wrecked. It had like 2 reserve tanks, but it did have the plasma.
Oh, that reminds me. I don't know if suit restrictions are off in this seed that was generated.
Yeah, are they
but
allowed to be that early in Brinstar?
Gravity should not have been able to be there. That actually is kind of what made me... That is also one of the things that pushed me up towards Rex Ship, is I was like, well, I think Varia might be able to be at Gauntlet, so I kind of have to check it now.
Oh, yeah. So, interesting. So I did meme route, but I did go to ship first in full clear, so...
I see.
And Gauntlet as well. So we were probably pretty close after that.
Yeah, I assume you did X-Ray right after that.
Yeah.
Okay.
I had a bad grade. Stand up.
If it makes you feel any better, Joe didn't have a very good grade either.
Oh, yeah.
It was only Ashter.
I swear I shot him in the face, and then he opened his mouth really fast or something. Maybe he was like already in an opening pattern, and I got confused or something. Maybe I just suck. That's probably the root.
Oh, he jukes you sometimes.
Yeah.
Had him do some really dumb things, and just like, why? Why did you decide to open your mouth and spit rocks for no reason?
Yeah. Yeah, he did do that. He opened up really fast, and then, yeah.
Oh, you said it yourself, Toasty.
Sorry?
You said it yourself, Toasty.
Yeah. Yep.
Uh-huh.
I also had to use the restroom in Lower Norfair. So there's that.
Oh. Did you do that?
Yeah, I did.
Oh,
Pretty gross, not gonna lie.
I mean,
I actually lost my game 2 of the Link to the Past Randomizer French tournament yesterday, because I was really sick and I had to go to the bathroom in the middle of it. I was in the bathroom for like 10 minutes or so, and I lost by 1 minute.
Oh, brutal. Oh no.
Zoot.
I also did a similar thing to what I did in this race. So boots were required to beat Desert Palace, and I had a hint that they were in Turtle Rock, and I also had a hint that a unique item was on a boss. And Turtle Rock was a pennant, so I didn't need to finish it. But what I ended up doing, because of the fact that I had that break, I felt behind, so I was just like, I'm gonna make a bet that the boots are just on Trinex, so I'm gonna go all the way to the end and skip everything in the dungeon. And they were smack in the middle in the worst chest possible, so I lost because of that too. So it was like a similar play to this.
Kind of double whammy there. That sucks.
It's like exactly the kind of call I made here.
Yeah.
Maybe not been a great past few days for Ashter. Hope you're feeling better though.
I'm feeling quite a bit better. I won my OT rando glitched match that was on SG2 right before this, and I wasn't expecting to win because my opponent was kind of more experienced than me. So, but like I routed that really well, and I played pretty okay. So that was an actual tournament match, so that was like important. So that was cool.
Yeah.
Well, if you're gonna win anything, it should be the important one.
Yeah.
Everyone's
Thank you, Derp and Owl, very much commentating. I'm gonna bounce. Good game again.
Yeah, GG. This was probably close most of the way through.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
all the way through, probably.
Yeah.
Yep, it sure was.
yeah, a good race and kind of an unusual seed. Some interesting colors. Good time.
There's nothing wrong
Yeah.
with the colors.
My league seeds usually don't do this to me. Like I felt like this was uncommon.
Yeah, I've been having my last seed. I also like was struggling to find ice or speed for the longest time, and it feels bad, man.
Like I wouldn't call this a troll seed, but it just like I don't know. I think this seed just defies my playstyle. Maybe.
Yeah. Yeah.
I think
it
we've
can be
all
like
been
that.
there. I think we've all had seeds like that.
Well, like you have to pick one philosophy or the other, kind of, and one of them is going to be good in one situation and bad in the other. So it's like dumb.
Yeah, you just kind of got to go with it. Hope for the best.
Not to say they're all equal, though. I think like more consistent random performances are like if your style happens to have the math on your side, so to speak. But like it's still random.
Take care, guys.
See ya.
So yeah. You see Attila at Mother Brain.
Yep. We are, of course, going to stick around until Joe is finished, since it's not too far. Of course, remember, Joe did start 30 seconds late, so clearly without that handicap, he would have been the winner. But, you know, he was just giving the others a head start.
Should be 20 solid shots in Mother Brain's face.
Yep. He does have the full beam combo.
And Mother Brain is down.
I love that dancing Samus right there. It's pretty smooth.
Yeah. Don't know where to get that.
Ooh. Joe got the, what do you call it? The fast Mother Brain cutscene?
The good cutscene.
Yeah, good cutscene.
How can you tell?
Because of Mother Brain's neck.
Hmm.
It's extended farther. There's a couple other things. Like, I think he's a little bit, or she's a little bit farther forward. Or something.
The 2% chance of good cutscene.
Yeah, all I know is it saves, like, close to 2 seconds, actually.
Yeah, I think it's 2 seconds.
For whatever that's worth. Unfortunately, not much, since the other two racers are already finished, but it's significant in any percent, since any percent's so ridiculously optimized. Like 2 seconds is actually pretty huge.
Yeah, that's just 4 seconds from sub 41. Oh, good cutscene. So good cutscene would be half of that. As we start the escape.
Well, of course, you see Zost and Behemoth. They intentionally do like manipulation at the end of the Mother Brain fight to get good cutscene. So it can be controlled. But yeah.
having a bit of a problem with the doc's room, but just for that, got some moonfall. And does the regular climbs mark with the angle swag. And Altia finishes with an official SRL time of 1 hour, 10 minutes, and 50 seconds. GG.
GG.
Make sure to follow these runners. These are talented runners. You should go follow them.
Yep.
And it looks like they'll have Joe here for an interview.
So, hi.
Oh,
Hello.
May have made a slight mistake in that.
Yeah, only minor.
What can you do?
You know, it's, when I was running to check X-ray, I thought to myself, you know, I really hope Varia's at Shack Tool.
Yeah.
Hawk is rolling in his grave, aka in No Rush's house right now, I believe.
Yeah. He's in Seattle right now.
Oh shit.
Hey, you can't say that on speed gaming. Come on, bro.
Oh, sorry.
It's not family friendly language. But anyways, so I'm not super sure. I was honestly watching Toasty and Asder more since they were really close, but is there anything like that stands out to you, Joe, about your run? Like anything specific you wanted to talk about other than the unfortunate lack of an X-ray check?
I thought the palette was pretty pretty. It was pretty, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I enjoyed
nothing
it.
remarkable. Yeah, I didn't see anything changing with the palette. Yeah, there's no change at all.
I don't know, I kind of like how Croc looked.
Yep.
Kind of an off magenta.
Mhm. Apparently, this was a fast progression.
I mean, if I had checked Varia, I think I would have gone through it pretty quickly.
Yeah. Toasty and Asder went ship first, and Toasty did the meme route. So you were the only one to go down Red Tower.
Which, well, not the worst choice ever. Could I have checked? I couldn't have checked on the way in unless I was gonna do the damage boost strats, which I haven't ground out.
You had space jump.
Did I?
Yeah,
Yeah,
Space
okay.
Jump was pretty early, right?
I thought
Yeah, was
I
that
thought I got it at like Spazer or something.
No, I think Screw Attack was at
Oh yeah,
Spazer.
you're right.
So yeah, both suits were accessible pretty early in the seed.
Which is kind of unusual.
Yeah. But the speed was far out of the way, and
Yeah.
ice was speed locked. So force Croc check.
Yeah, if I didn't think I'd find Varia, I probably wouldn't have full cleared wrecked ship. I would have honestly just kind of grabbed power bombs. Because I had 15 power bombs pretty early.
Yeah. Ice was behind Dragon, so
So I had to get speed.
yeah. That cost Aster the race because he left the north here without checking Crockmeyer.
Up to
That cost-
Meridia.
Yeah.
Point is, he didn't check Crockmeyer until later, and that actually cost him the race. Potential. So, anything else you want to add before we wrap things up?
Oops.
Oops.
Oops. Yeah, I
Well,
don't know. Nothing really spectacular about it. Movement was decent, but not great. I was kind of bold in my hell runs, though.
hey, the
Yeah.
colors were spectacular.
The colors were amazing.
And with that, I think that's going to do it for us. So be sure to mean-
Follow the commentators.
follow the commentators. Follow us. Maybe don't follow us, but either way. And then,
Follow
of
us, we
course,
need-
follow Joe and all the other runners that we've already heard from.
Yeah,
And-
eventually, when I get good internet, I'm gonna stream regularly. But until I don't have to worry about a data cap.
Of course, a special shout out to all the Speed Gaming staff, restreamers,
Everybody who
organizers,
makes it happen.
everything. They do a lot of work. They're pretty cool. Some of them, anyway.
Building a randomizer, by the way, is a ton of effort. And I think
Oh yeah, shout outs to the Varia randomizer crew too. They did a lot for the entire rando scene, I feel. And unless anything else, anyone else has anything to say, I think that's it.
shoutouts to Croc.
Shout out to Croc.
So that's all that we have today. Good night.